Hey squad, welcome everyone to another prediction from the Wizard. Today I'm bringing you predictions and analysis for our beloved Tuesday. It's Tuesday here for us. An interesting lineup. I've picked out some good matches and will give you a complete analysis of goals, corners, cards, handicaps, everything you're entitled to in this video. It's a quick and straight to the point video about the main games. If you enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out. And turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates, alright? That's all for the announcements. Enough talk, let's get to it. Roll the intro so we can analyze the games for our beloved Tuesday. Guys, before I share the predictions, let me just show you the spreadsheet with the results we had on Sunday. In total, 31 predictions were recommended. Out of those, 23 were hits and 8 were misses. It wasn't as good or as productive a result as Saturday, but even so, we were able to make some good plays, and there were several games where we nailed it. For example, the Copa do Brasil. Both games, both the Corinthians match and the Fluminense vs Vasco match, we got them spot on. Besides those, I'll leave the link to this spreadsheet in the video description for anyone who wants to take a closer look. Now let's get straight to the point. Pros Tuesday predictions, let's go. No beating around the bush. Starting here with the round of 32 of the Copa del Rey, we have Eibar facing off Elche and Eibar, who play in La Liga 2. Elche, who play in the top division, are a team that haven't been doing well away from home, especially in La Liga, as we know. But it's a team that faces much more efficient teams than those in La Liga 2. I see this as a game with two possible options, okay? The first would be under 3.5 goals. I think it's going to be a very tough game for Elche, even though they play in La Liga 1 and Eibar plays in La Liga 2. Eibar is a tough opponent in La Liga 2. So I believe it could be a very balanced game. If you take a look at the following, under 3.5 goals hit in 4 out of Eibar's last 5 games. And for Elche, under 3.5 hit in 3 out of 5. It only didn't hit against Mallorca, who scored 3 goals. And against Getafe, no, against Real Madrid, which ended 2-2. I believe in this scenario. So under 3.5 goals, the odds are at 1.25. For a personalized ticket, since it's a decisive match, I see value. And the other option for those who want to take a bit more risk is betting on Elche to qualify. I believe Elche will qualify. Given the odds, I see value. The odds are at 1.75. It's really worth working with this one. Leo, what about double chance? I'd work with that too. I don't have the double chance odds here, but if I'm not mistaken, this double chance for Elche is paying between 1.25 and 1.30. That's also an angle that has value. For anyone who wants to go for it, I think it's a valid option. Corners, I'm going for under 13 because in the last 5 out of 5 games for each team, the under hit. So under 13 corners and cards over 3. There's a little minus sign here, but it's actually over 3 cards. I already see a more productive game here in terms of fouls. Consequently, quite a few cards. After that, we have Deportivo La Coruña facing Mallorca. Man, I remember this La Coruña team back in 2000-2006 when they played in the top division of La Liga. I used to pick them in Bombapete, in Indy 11 anyway, only the best video games. But anyway, right? Deportivo La Coruña is also here for this round of 32 in the Copa del Rey against Mallorca, who play in the top division. Straight to the point, here I already see a game with a tendency for over 1.5 goals, because Mallorca is more productive. Mallorca's total average is 3.0, while Deportivo La Coruña's isn't bad either, it's 2.6. It could even be that both teams score, but I think that's too risky. I'd rather go for over 1.5 goals in this match. What's the odds, Leo? 1.40. Look at the value, that's going to be my recommendation. For corners, I'm going for over 6. Very good probability, the vast majority of these teams' games hit that mark. In the last 5, over 6. So that's going to be my pick. And for cards, over 3. I also see, just like in the previous game, a match with a lot of fouls. After that, we have Guadalajara facing Barcelona. Guadalajara is a much weaker team. I'm going to be very straightforward here. Here, it's a straight win for Barcelona, but there's no odds. The odds are way too low. So I'm going to bring 2 options. The first one is Asian handicap, minus 1.5 for Barcelona. Barcelona has to win by at least 2 goals difference. It's paying 1.30, a good option. Or the over 2.5. Look at Barcelona's average goals. The total average is 4.5. This is a match for at least 3 goals here. The odds are also at 1.28. for a ticket, that's excellent. So that's going to be my main recommendation for this game. Over 2.5 goals in the match. Corners. I'm going for over 5 corners for Barcelona. They need to produce at least 6 corners in total. And cards over 3. This Guadalajara team, which has a high average and will have to defend themselves. Consequently, they'll commit a lot of fouls. And there could be a scenario for more than 3 cards. Continuing on, in the Copa del Rey, we have the next round, the round of 32. Sporting Gijon facing Valencia here. Simply double chance for Valencia. They won't lose this game. I think it's very unlikely, very unlikely. We have Valencia here with an average of 3.0, Sporting Gijon with an average of 2.5, but Valencia plays as the main team while Sporting Gijon does not. I'm going with double chance for Valencia. The odds are 1.36. It's a team that even bothers Barcelona, even Real Madrid in the main La Liga. So how wouldn't they bother this team here? So draw or Valencia pays 1.36. Excellent recommendation. Corners, I picked something out for us here. Over 4 corners for away. Valencia to produce at least 4 corners. There have to be at least 5, minimum. And cards over 3. I also see this as a game likely to be full of fouls. The average for João's team is 4.5. So there's a tendency for the game to be rough, with lots of fouls. After that, we move on to the FA Cup, where we have Cardiff City facing Chelsea. I don't even need to say it, right? I don't even need to mention Chelsea's win. I found these odds. At 1.25 here, it says it's 1.22, but I found it at 1.25. Chelsea wins, okay? This team here is from the 3rd division of the Premier League, a much weaker team. So I'm going with a Chelsea win. As for corners, under 13 has hit in the vast majority of both teams' games, right? Under 13 corners then is going to be my recommendation. Over 1.5, okay? That's another option, over 1.5 goals. I didn't even bring it up here. But the over 1.5 is paying 1.20, 1.20, excellent odds. Almost the same odds as Chelsea's win. The over 1.5 also has a lot of value at these odds. So either over 1.5 or Chelsea's win, it's up to each person to decide. As for cards, I'm going for under. 7, a calmer, more peaceful game. The referee's average is low, so it's a ref who talks a lot and gives out few cards. That's why I'm going for a more underline here. And to wrap up, we have the Betplay League in Colombia, simply the second leg of the final, right, of the Clausura. We have Deportes Tolima facing Junior FC. Junior pulled off a 3-0 win in the first leg. Now Tolima needs the result. Tolima, no, they won't lose this game. They'll either win or draw. It's straightforward. Win or draw, double chance. I didn't even check the odds, but I believe there's a good value there. 1.22 for a custom bet slip. I think it's very good because look at Tolima's form at home and they need the result, so I don't think they'll lose. The other option, it would be another over 1.5, which hit in the first game, which was 3-0. And like it or not, now there's a tendency for it to be a more open game because Tolima needs to go for it. They need to chase the result. Consequently, this gives more counter-attack opportunities for Junior FC. So yes, I believe this is a game for at least 2 goals. The odds are 1.33 for a bet slip. Excellent option. For corners, I'm going for over 7 corners in total. The first game hit that mark, and I believe it will happen again now. And for cards, over 3. It's a game with a lot of fouls, a tough match. It's a game for cards. So, that's going to be my recommendation. Main one, over 3 cards. Alright guys, that's what Léo Freitas would suggest for you to bet on pre-live this Tuesday. A smaller schedule, but with good games, valuable games. And I hope I was able to help you out. Our ready-made bet slip, what will it be? Simply over 2.5 goals in the Barcelona game with an Asian handicap of minus 1.5 for them. That makes a slip with odds of 1.55 to place this bet. The link is already ready in the pinned comment for you, just copy and paste. Bingo Leo, bingo will also be in the pinned comment. Sometimes it takes a little while for the bingo to be validated and for me to be able to put the link, but maybe by the time you're watching, the bingo is already there. In the pinned comment, alright? That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, it helps me a lot. Leave a like and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for everyone's support. Big hug and see you then. Thanks guys, we're in this together.